Good afternoon. Nilfisk P180, dead as a dodo. Somebody's brought me it in. It's dead, so I'm going to have a look at it, see if I can fix it. I'm going to take it to pieces while you watch. Let's see if I can have a look. So to start off with, I've taken the fuse out. That's the obvious thing. That's not fixed it. So I'm going to start to strip it down. You can watch while I strip it down. I'll show you how to take this to pieces and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's begin. You want to come around this side? This is the pressure knob. This is awkward as hell. Get hold of that. Pull that out. You need fingers like Garth. Pull that out. Put that in the box out of the way. That's your first bit to take away. Okay, so next bit, we need to loosen the reel. So if you can look at these bolts here. Loosen these down as much as you can. I forgot to. It's a T20. T20. Actually, I'm going to get, just hold it a second. Okay, I'm just replacing this switch now with this new one. We've identified that's the problem. So, easy as pie. Slightly. No wonder why they're expensive when they come with absolutely every single part. It's a joke, isn't it, really? I mean, why does a switch? It's a wonder it don't come with a blue knob as well. Why does it have to come with all this lot? What a joke. It's just a waste of money. Just not required. I'm not sure how to get it out. Looks like it just clips through these holes. Yep. So these clip through these holes here, look. So it's important that we get this way round, look, with the blank clips, the blank slots that way. That's very important. How irritating. Gosh. There we go. Just that bit out. Slide that bit in. Gosh. That's in okay. Right, the rocker switch. Looks like it has an O-ring on it somewhere. Yep, there's the O-ring, look, it's got a new O-ring. So we'll put the new O-ring on, look. There. I'll go get some grease for that. So definitely need, just to make sure the water don't get in on that. That's for sure. I don't know which is the new one though. I bet it's really important in case we put the wrong one in. So put the rocker switch in. Obviously put the put it in the right way round. You know, the I can't talk and concentrate, I can't. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. There we go. Of course, this is really important. If I don't use the right new screw, it won't work. Do it the right way, otherwise I won't get the screw in properly. Won't be able to screw it in easily. Make sure you push it in properly, because it will just seal the O-ring properly then. You know, when it's pushed together and clamps it together, so to speak. Just before you nip it together, just give it a final push together to make sure. There we go. Beautiful. All we need to do now is to make sure we connect it together properly. Otherwise it'll go bang. Got to come around this side.
Oh,
Get in here. These wires are so difficult to get to. They've got to be right. They have to be folded around in the right way. I'll try to show you. My big fingers are having problems. These clips are amazing. German clips. Oops. You press them like that and they come apart. I'll have to go and get that. That's the switch assembly. Gosh.
sorry.
It's all right. So, got to get my big fingers in here and get this blue one on the one at the back. Really quite awkward to get to. They don't give you any room, look. Quite really easier to try to do. Maybe if I try to stand up, push it through there, give myself a bit of slack. Like that. I was trying to sit down because my back's aching. There you go, we're on. Okay, so then the positive then goes on the top here. And then it's really important the way these fold over each other to seal the need to make sure they seal over each other. Have a look at I've got diagrams, not diagrams, photos that I take. The top one. Okay. So, and we'll get the top one over the top here. Same sort of thing, get them down in the bottom. I'm sorry about how difficult it is for you to get in with the filming, but the important thing is the blues go to the bottom. Let me try to make it so you can see inside. Let's see if you can see. Can you see? Yeah. The important bit is the negatives go to the bottom and the positives go to the top. Gosh, I'm just trying to get an edge of the I don't know why they make it so difficult. I don't honestly. It's so difficult to put together these pressure washers are. You just scrap them. This pressure washer was scrapped for £16 switch. You know, it's really ridiculous, isn't it? The wastage these days. It's going to be my pressure washer, this. Great pressure washers. There we go. Right, then we fold these over and it makes a seal. The bottom one becomes the bottom one. And the top one goes across there, and it holds it all together like that. Okay, then these just push in by the sides here, look, all nice and neat. Everything's quite neatly put together with these. Nothing, look, it's just like everything just goes neatly together. It's very nice. Then we have these pressure sensors. These two pressure sensors. These go on here, look. I've got one here to go on. One there. And another one here. Don't even need to press this in, these go straight on, these two. Don't even need warm water, go straight on. And the seal. That's the vacuum part for your suction, for your, you know, for your accessory tank. You put anything. Sometimes this pipe kinks over in the back and stops them picking up. And incidentally, if you get a blockage, if you put chemicals in and they go wrong and stick, you have to take it to pieces, take the front off, undo this valve here, and there's a spring in here with a ball bearing. You have to clean that out. Not a job for the faint-hearted, because getting the front off of these isn't the easiest job, I can tell you. Right, putting this then together here, look, this is the important bit, because if you don't get this right, this lot's not going to seal, and then when you use your pressure wash, if you get the front wet, all these electrics are going to get wet through. So very carefully, if you can make sure, here look, can you see, can you come around this way? There are 3 tabs here, look, they've got go in these holes here, look. Yeah, these holes. They go in there, look. And then everything here presses down. And there's one screw here, and that's all that holds the whole lot together. Well, all that holds all that together. To find the screwdriver for the job. It's a T20, I think. No, this one. I think it's T20. This, you want being on as low as you can without it, you know, not going, so I'd recommend about number 3. You don't want being any higher, it will strip the threads. There you go, that's plenty. Right, before you do any more, you want to check your work now. Check your work, check your connections. Make sure that everything's where it should be. Make sure that you've not got any spare nuts and bolts. Make sure that everything works the way it should. And then away you go. So I'm just going to have a minute because I need to have a drink and some tablets because I'm hurt. I need to clean my computer up. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, I just want to now go through everything, just make sure everything's fine, tight. All the wires are in the right orders. That one down there. I didn't have that one in the right place there, look. So everything's crossed. They have everything crossed on these Arvas, look, and it makes them...
No, it's a Nilfisk.
Sorry, she's right. It's a Nilfisk. That one should be there. That one's just popped out. These ones are forever coming in the wrong way. And these, like I say, you need to be careful with these because sometimes these squash and then you wind up not getting your product from the tank at the back. You know, your tank that you fill at the back here. And then it sucks through here, comes in here, through this valve. And if you don't wash that out, it clogs the ball up in here. So you have to take the front cover off, undo this valve here. You have to be very careful because there's a spring in here with a ball bearing. That spring and ball bearing is very expensive and it'll pop out and it's gone like lightning. So be careful. The way the front cover holds on, I can show you now because these here are sliders. And you saw me when I undone the screws at the bottom here, you loosen them, you don't undo them all the way, whatever you do, you'll break it. So you undo them about this far, and then you tap it, you get something on the end here and tap it with an hammer. That knocks these across, which opens these here, and that releases all the things that hold these on here. There are things that hold them all the way across. If you look here, look, somebody had already tried to take this cover off by forcing it because they didn't know how to do it before I got hold of it. Here as well, look. You can see here where they'd done it, and here, look. They didn't know how to do it, so they already had a go at trying to fix it before I got hold of it, so they couldn't get the cover off. Anyway, I'll put it back on, we'll build it back up and see if it works. So, can be a bit awkward getting these back on. You need to pop this over here, then over these knobs here. It's ever so wiggly. You just wiggle it around a little bit. Then you've got to get it over these here. You push it down, get it over these here. Gosh, it can be so awkward, honestly. Right, then you're in a position. You can put a couple of these in, just loose, just to hold them in position, that's all, to stop it pulling, and it'll just hold that just hold the cover in place now. Let's see where we are. I think this side's down. There we go, look, it's gone down now, look. Now if you watch what we do, we put the screw, if you come around this side here, we put the Torx up the bottom here. We hold this down here, look, here. Put the Torx up here, and that'll pull those sliders down, and the whole case side you'll see it come down and tighten up. And that's it, that's the whole case side tightened up. There we go. Oops, I've missed a bit. Done it wrong, so now you're going to see how it comes apart. Good job I didn't. Good job I had that on low torque. Now you're going to see how it comes apart again quickly, because I'll show you what I've done wrong if you come around this side. Done here, look. I've missed. Just loosen that out. That's one of the reasons why it wasn't going down well. So we'll go again. We're down again. That's it. Torqued up. Next one. And again. If everything's lined up, you don't need things to be tight, and everything works properly, everything's lined up, look. Right, this is a ball here that lines up with this. There's a hole here, sorry, that lines up with this, and then you have a big indentation that lines up with this, and then that indentation that lines up at the bottom there. So we put that on the hole, that there, and then it goes a fraction of a turn clockwise, and that's in, just like that. Then we have there we go, that's that bit. That should be ready to go. So we'll get somebody to help us lift it off the table, connect it up to the electric and the water, and we'll see if it runs, shall we? Here we go. I've just connected the water and turn it up to full pressure. We're on full pressure. Okay, here we go. See how she goes. Runs. Right, I've put my manometer on it. Manometer. Doop-a-doo-doop. Remember the Muppet Show? It's been the Muppet Show today. Right, we're looking for 105 bar with a Nilfisk. I know it's 180, but they're not 180. A Nilfisk, a good Nilfisk, 180 bar will give 105 on the meter. So let's have a look what we're getting, shall we? See what we're getting. 105 bar. We've got a good one. Good job, we know what we're doing. Sorry, sounds like we're bragging there. I've done a lot of these, but it is 105 bar, that's a good one. Really pleased with that. Nice one that, keeping that for myself. So, I do like these. The reason I like them more than the other is several reasons. the balance. That balances beautiful for me. And when you've got a back problem, that means a lot. That wheels, it's heavier, but it balances better, and that is a lot. And then the other is, just watch this. Just hold the manometer on. Just hold the pressure on and video it while I turn the pressure down and just show what it goes down to. Okay, press it. There we go. So all the way down to a 60 bar pressure washer. So we've got anywhere in between 60 and 105 bar. That's through a 40 jet. So in reality, we've got 50 bar more than that. So we've got in between 100 and 160 bar, something like that, which is phenomenal, really. You know, I've got whatever I want there. I'm not going to fetch badges off. I can turn it down wherever I want. All I need to do now is to make it that I can make that now get from here to the front of the house like I did the Arva, and I'll be quids in. I don't want to use these silly extensions. I don't like those. I'm going to use these stubby guns. Love those. Like this one, I've just bought these. I've got a few of these, and got some of these for sale, and they're brilliant. They are the 2300. I like that better than the MTM SGS 335. Like that better than that. It got a smoother handle, and that is way smoother. That's a lot smoother than the MTM. Brass fittings, but it doesn't make any difference, I'll be honest with you. It really doesn't. And I can sell those at 30 quid, and that's absolutely a bargain. That is an absolute bargain. You know, so plus postage, of course, but they're an absolute bargain, and they're genuine Sutner, so they're really good they are. But I hope you've enjoyed this. So if anybody has any problems with these Nilfisks, I know a little bit about them. I don't know how to fix everything. No, I've stripped them right down to almost nothing. I've done a lot of work on them. So if anybody gets any problems, give me a shout and I'll try and help you if I can. I can get parts for them. So yeah, I can help you. I'll help you if I can. And yeah, so there you go. Let us know. So thumbs up. Tell me what you think. Has it been interesting? You know, do you think you could save your pressure washer now? Will yours go in the bin? You know, £400 pressure washer for £16. You know, not worth putting in the bin, are they, for 16 quid? That's like 4 hours work's top for £16. And if you need any help with the wiring and what have you, let me know and I'll send you some pictures. All right? Okay. Bye for now then. See you on the next one. Subscribe, please. Have a nice day.